Closing high-ticket clients is not an art, but a process, and I firmly believe that everyone can master the art of closing high-ticket clients over the phone. At the same time, if you don't set up the proper communication to filter the phone call, you're probably wasting your time. In this video, I'll share with you the 3-step process to close high-ticket clients over the phone quickly and easily. My name is Max Cecco, and I help you become a high-paid infopreneur by sharing my 12-year knowledge and experience helping professionals and small business owners create their personal brand online and sell information products and services. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest you subscribe right now and turn the notification on. If you tap on the like button, you will contribute to spreading my message to people like you. So, thank you. Let's start with the first step. Step number 1, the education process. Closing a high-ticket client over the phone starts with the proper education process. Let me explain this concept because it is extremely important. For sure, when you sell high-ticket products or services, you can't think of selling them by pushing a button and completing the online transaction. If you want to sell products or services with a price range between $5,000 and $25,000 or more, you absolutely have to speak with potential clients. Listen to their needs, their fears, their desires, their struggles, and so on. It's a very customized communication. This is why you must set up the right communication process to push your potential clients through before speaking with them over the phone. You can set up a pre-recorded webinar or use a simple video properly structured that the prospect receives right after filling out a form. Indeed, you have to push the potential client to subscribe to a mailing list to go through your step-by-step indoctrination process. In this video, I won't speak about all the details you should include in the education and indoctrination process, but I want to give you some important tips and tricks to let you set up the communication properly. Keep in mind from the beginning that the process of closing your prospect over the phone starts at the exact moment he decides to subscribe to your email list to get the information he needs to fix his problems. First of all, people buy results, not products or services. Your communication must focus on providing solutions to let your target audience reach the desired results. Secondly, focus your attention on changing their belief system related to the product or service you want to sell. The question is, how could you change the belief system? This is the right process. 1. Identify your potential clients' main objections regarding what you are selling. 2. Answer these questions properly while educating your audience. And 3. Provide facts. You need to know that there are 3 types of objections: internal objections, external objections, and product objections. Internal objections represent the objections a potential client has based on himself, beliefs about his ability to execute what you want him to do. External objections identify false beliefs your potential client has about outside forces that could keep him from success, things beyond the individual's control, such as time or the economy. Then we have product objections. False beliefs regarding your vehicle, say the way you decide to use to provide a solution for the problem. What I want you to understand is that you have to educate and persuade your prospect to believe in your solution, to believe that he will be capable of doing what you ask him to do, and to believe that he has all the resources to change his life and/or his business. Period. I want to say another point of view regarding the education process. The question is, should you reveal the price of your product or service? There are pros and cons. For sure, when you are on the phone with your prospect and he knows the investment required to buy your product or service, closing should be easier. At the same time, especially if your product or service is expensive, for instance, $10,000 or $25,000, revealing the price in advance could prevent your prospect from booking a call. And for sure, closing can be difficult, but it all depends on the closer as well. So, what is the right choice? The best answer I can give you to this question is this: test. Test everything. And then you will be able to choose the best solution to increase your sales. Step number 2. the selection process. Your product or service is not for everyone. Your prospect can't buy your product or service just because he has the money to buy it. It doesn't work in this way. Do not forget that marketing is a game of perceptions. Thanks to the selection process, you could say to your prospect something like this: if you want to work with me, I have to be sure you have the proper characteristics and you are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve the specific result you aim for. I want to be sure you are a client I want to work with. In other words, you are selling a product or a service, but thanks to the selection process, you are asking your potential client to sell your product or service to himself before having the opportunity to buy. It is very powerful. The question is, how can you do that? Simply asking the right questions when your prospect books the call. For instance, these are some questions I used before booking a call to sell a mentoring program. Question number 1. What is the main reason why you would like to start this mentoring program? Question number 2. What do you want to achieve thanks to this path? Question number 3. Why, in your opinion, you haven't already achieved the results you are looking for? Question number 4. What are the 3 most significant aspects you like the most about the webinar? Question number 5. What is your why in life? Why do you do what you do? And question number 6. Why do you want to work directly with Max? Explain it in detail. Step number 3. The phone call. If you have followed the previous 2 steps and the prospect booked a call, this is a very hot prospect. At the same time, do not ever underestimate the power of the call. Honestly, I don't use scripts and I don't suggest you use them at all. On the flip side, you can use bullet points to help you stay on the right path during the conversation. And learn to be flexible because every prospect is different. And please, learn how to use your voice to be more persuasive. When you are on a phone call, your voice, in combination with your words, is the most important tool you have to persuade people to buy your product. Bear with me till the end of this video because I have a surprise for you. There are different attitudes you should master when closing a sale over the phone. And honestly, I'll do a video about it. Now, I want to share with you this mindset. You have a moral obligation to sell your product or service if it helps your potential customers fix their problems and live a better life. On the flip side, if you feel your product or service is unsuitable for your prospect, you should not sell it. I know this last concept is hard to say and to hear, especially if you have done your job correctly and your prospect is ready to pay thousands of dollars. But if you are in the business game for the long term, you should always think about your client's satisfaction and needs. One unhappy customer can mess up your reputation, especially if he has invested thousands of dollars in buying a product or service that is not what he was looking for. Once again, your responsibility is to guide the conversation in the right direction till the end. On the flip side, I think you have to do whatever it takes to help your prospect fix his problems. If you believe what you are selling is really helpful for your prospect, you should close the sale. And if you don't close the sale, you will fail twice. You won't earn any sales commission and you won't help your potential client. Don't sound like a salesperson, but become the expert people want to trust. So, be relaxed, and once you feel your client is ready to buy, simply ask a similar question. What would you like to do next? Once again, let him feel in control of the conversation. Let him decide when to buy, even if you are guiding the closing process from the beginning. Before ending this video, I have another crucial and fundamental tip for you. To communicate the right message with the proper intention, I urge you to watch this video. How to use your voice to persuade anyone. You will learn the essential expressive elements you should master to develop a persuasive voice. So, watch it now!